The night air was thick with anticipation as we approached the outskirts of town, where the faded, weather-worn sign announced the arrival of the mysterious and long-forgotten circus. My friends and I, drawn by whispers of a spectacle beyond imagination, embarked on a journey that would forever haunt the corridors of our minds. The circus grounds were shrouded in darkness, the only illumination emanating from flickering, dimly lit lamps that cast long, eerie shadows on the tattered tents. The air was filled with the distant sounds of creaking rides and ghostly laughter that echoed through the desolate landscape. As we wandered deeper into the heart of the circus, an unsettling feeling crept over me. It was as if the very fabric of reality was strained, and the air carried a weight of unseen malevolence. My friends, blissfully ignorant, laughed and joked, oblivious to the ominous atmosphere that clung to the air like a suffocating mist. The main tent loomed before us, a colossal structure that seemed to defy the laws of physics. Faded red and white stripes adorned its exterior, and the entrance beckoned us with a twisted grin painted on weathered canvas. Hesitation tugged at my insides, but the pull of curiosity was stronger, and I found myself being drawn into the cavernous maw. Inside, the atmosphere was stifling, a suffocating blend of musty air and the sickly sweet scent of cotton candy. The dim light revealed rows of dilapidated wooden benches that groaned under the weight of unseen specters. The distant murmur of a phantom audience swirled through the air, hauntingly melodic and unsettling. The center stage was bathed in an eerie glow, a spotlight illuminating a lone figure. The ringmaster, clad in a tattered crimson coat and a top hat that cast shadows over his hollow eyes, stood with an unnatural stillness. His voice, a low, guttural rasp, slithered through the air as he welcomed us to the show that defied the boundaries of the living and the dead. The performance began with a parade of spectral acrobats, their ethereal forms contorting and twisting in ways that defied the laws of anatomy. A sense of unease settled over the audience as we watched the macabre display unfold. The air grew colder, and an ominous energy pulsed through the tent. As the acts progressed, the line between reality and nightmare blurred. A grotesque menagerie of mythical creatures slithered and skittered across the stage, their eyes gleaming with an otherworldly intelligence. The once jovial laughter of my friends now sounded distant and hollow, drowned out by the unsettling cacophony that filled the tent. I felt a cold hand grip my heart when the spotlight turned to a cage at the far end of the stage. Within its confines, a creature unlike any I had ever seen thrashed and writhed. Its skin, a sickly shade of gray, clung to its emaciated frame, and hollow eyes stared into the abyss. The ringmaster's voice slithered through the air, recounting the tragic tale of the creature, a being condemned to exist between worlds, a living embodiment of the circus's cursed history. As the tale unfolded, the atmosphere within the tent grew more oppressive. Shadows danced on the periphery of my vision, and whispered voices echoed in the recesses of my mind. The air crackled with an otherworldly energy, and I realized with horror that the circus was feeding on our fear, growing stronger with every gasp and shudder. Inspiration clawed at me as I looked around at my friends, their faces twisted in expressions of terror. The once familiar faces now seemed distorted, their eyes reflecting the distorted reality of the circus. Panic set in as I realized that the boundaries between the audience and the performance were disintegrating. To the ringmaster, his voice now a chilling whisper that reverberated through the very fabric of my being, invited us to become a part of the cursed spectacle. The tent seemed to pulse with a malevolent energy, and the barrier between the living and the spectral dissolved. Shadows reached out, pulling my friends into the darkness, their screams swallowed by the void. To simpled backward, the world spinning around me. The tent seemed to stretch into infinity, a labyrinth of nightmares that twisted and contorted with every step. Faces, both human and monstrous, leered from the shadows, their eyes filled with a hunger that transcended the mortal realm. In the heart of the nightmare, I found myself standing before the cage that housed the tortured creature. The ringmaster's voice whispered in my ear, offering me a choice: to join the cursed ensemble or become a mere spectator, forever haunted by the memory of this twisted carnival of the damned. As the tent closed in around me, I made my choice, the weight of my decision settling like a leaden shroud. the boundaries between reality and nightmare shattered, and I became a prisoner of the cursed circus, condemned to wander the spectral realms as a living embodiment of the twisted spectacle that had ensnared me. And so the circus continued its macabre performance, drawing unsuspecting souls into its nightmarish embrace. The faded sign at the outskirts of town whispered tales of the haunted carnival, warning those who dare to venture into the darkness. Yet, the allure of the unknown persists, and the cursed circus, a malevolent force beyond comprehension, waits patiently for its next unsuspecting audience.